answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They check it to 10. Hey.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see a three-time Pro Bowler, Derek Carr, leading the Oakland Raiders as they match up with the great Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. From up top, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Derek Carr is set and ready to roll as he leads the Raiders out onto the field. Carr in his sixth season, 28 years of age, former second-round pick back in 2014, and a lot of people feel this is a critical season for Derek Carr as a Raider. Remember, there were whispers that the Raiders might be in the market for a QB in the draft, even contemplated maybe making a run at Kyler Murray, but in the end, they stood pat with Derek Carr, hoping that he's the long-term answer. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. Wilson's got it complete. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Number 12 in green and gold coming out to lead the Packers. Of course, that's Aaron Rodgers. Last year for Rodgers, despite the young receiving core, despite the nagging injuries, despite the removal of his head coach, better than 4,400 passing yards, the second highest total in his 14 NFL seasons. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jamon Moore, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Rodgers now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Benson Mayowa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now Jones takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Here's how they'll line things up on the defensive side of the ball for Oakland. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking deep for Adams, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Carr now on first down. He completes it to Nelson. That throw good for 4. It's second down. A look now at the Oakland offense.
And they should come in pretty well rested because they had their open week last week. Ideally, all teams want to have that open week later in the year rather than this early. But you make do with what they give you. So you take the time off, rest up, heal up, and come in ready to play.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Time to look at the defensive starters for Green Bay. And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Offense.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Gonna look deep for Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go. Right there. 54 miles. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to the ground, Martin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ryan Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now Rodgers to throw on third down. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Packers. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got his target. That's more.
Come on, fellas.
13 yards on the play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
15 more yards.
Now Jones. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Wilson gives Oakland a veteran option at tight end. Remember, they had Jared Cook last year. He's now in New Orleans. But Wilson, 5 years in Seattle, then 1 in Detroit before the native of Windsor, Canada, signed with Oakland back in March. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football.
Give me the ball.
And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. These two teams all tied after one. On first down, Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Carr. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to go up top for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Rodgers now on first down. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
34-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Rodgers now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Another loss. Another loss.
It felt like he was in the pocket all day, never got rid of it.
And when you have that much time, you've got to either find someone open or get rid of it, because with that amount of time to throw the ball, that means the offensive line's done a really nice job.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Rodgers now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down, what about when you have a tight end like this having a game? How do you stop him defensively?
It really changes what you're trying to do, because defensively you're worried more about the wideouts. Okay, how are we going to cover them? The running backs, how are you going to shut them down? But the tight end is that elusive
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Carr's pass, complete to Brian Grant. He steps out of bounds behind the line.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A pass there over the middle to start things out. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Vincent Mayowa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Get him!
Now it's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the 1st half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Raiders swarm in and block it. And they'll wind up taking over right around their own 40-yard line. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Nelson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers, and Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. On 1st down, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And that's complete to Adams. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know as a defensive back, I was taught to play it the way that we just saw. Use the back line as an extra defender and make sure they throw it over your head and not in front of you. In front of you means it's a touchdown. Over your head, you got a much better chance.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
First down, Raiders.
On 1st down, Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And finding the tight end, Wilson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now Carr. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 22. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Carr gives it off to Washington. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's complete to Grant. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And the pass complete to Ryan Grant. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Carr to throw again. And it's hauled in by Nelson. Touchdown Raiders. J.J. Nelson. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He was brought down by Nevin Lawson. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And Adams has it complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. On first down, Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Rodgers now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Geronimo Allison, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result, a Green Bay score. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back out on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Draw play. This is Martin. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Carr. And that will be incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now this throw caught left side, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's complete to Williams. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Off the draw, here's Williams. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They start the drive with Martin. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Martin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They run the counter with Martin. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Dean Lowry with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they'll walk him back half the distance.
Let's go. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Watch the backfield.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
Big hit.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on in Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. On 2nd down at 4. Rodgers throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Working from the gun. Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. On 2nd and 9. Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Jones. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 41-yard attempt.
And Crosby puts it through, and with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
So Carr and the Raiders now down 23-20, under a minute 20 to go. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Now Carr. And hauling it in, Nelson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We are inside of 1 minute, only one timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
To throw is Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
Rodgers on the keeper.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out.